by the creek where dreams take flight. Mountains dance with whispering leaves. Nature's hymns put hearts at ease. Flag waves high in the mountain breeze. Stories of old whisper through the trees. Eagles soar in endless sky. Teach us how to reach and fly. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams.
Hey, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning. What's happening?
Good morning, everybody.
How is the chat doing this morning? And most important, how's Georgie doing?
Coffee.
Oh, well, at least you got up early today.
Kinda.
Oh, I get it. I got a runny nose. Ugh. You sniffling too?
Everybody. I've been sniffling for a couple days.
Mercedes, Tammy, what's happening? Sandra, what's happening? Native Pride in the house. Gary, what's up? Paul Voss, one of the super mods.
Hey, Pop. Hi, Fly. Mercedes, Natasha, Gary, Tammy. Mercedes.
What's up? What's up? What's up with all you fine people today?
Hi, Wishful Wind. Lori, Native. There's Top Dog Tim.
Yeah, buddy.
Good morning, Madam Mayor's Adventures.
Ho, Brent in the house? All
Uh-huh.
right. All right. All right.
It's cold, neighbor. It's cold. It's so cold this morning.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. So, well, we had a lot of fun yesterday. A lot of good information popping out.
Yeah, right?
Got flea bags having meltdowns, more begging. Oh,
Isn't it lovely?
yes. Oh, yes.
I am tickled. Absolutely. It's supposed to hit us Friday, snow, and I have a feeling we're going to get more ice than snow because that's usually what happens here. If you need bread, milk, or peanut butter, do it now because by Friday the stores will be wiped out. You can bet on it. That's what happens every time in the South when it's supposed to snow.
Oh, oh, I don't miss that. Man, I don't miss that. When I was living in Missouri, our boss, the guy who owned the store, he loved it. Whenever they started calling for snow in the forecast, the day before, shelves were emptied. People come running in like it's the last day on earth.
Brett, I can have my husband check out places for you too.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness. Jam, what's up? Gin Thunder in the house.
GW, Miss Lisa, Roy, Ammo.
Oh, it's pretty wild. We've got the two chats, right? You've got the overlay, and then you've got the one where it's rolling. You know what I'm saying? One goes up, one comes down. So,
Yeah, on the guest side it goes up, and on the that's what messed me up last night because I've been on this side of the stream for so long. When I get over on my side, I'm like, am I doing this right or not?
yep, you guys got snow coming. You better get out and get your stuff.
I wish I had a way to send this.
What's
There's
that?
one in Tullahoma for $30. I don't know if it's big enough.
What's he looking for?
A propane tank.
Oh, they're all over the place down here. If you were here, Brett, I've got
It's
100 gallons just sitting out there. I don't use it. I like the propane. I use it. I used to use it a lot, making my swamp piss.
Let me see.
Those
I'm gonna send
propane
it.
bottles just sit out there and not get used. Captain in the house. What's up? What's up? Sharon. Good morning, Sharon. Natasha. And what is that? Just the number two. High flying farting walrus.
Oh, he's not responding.
Who?
Wow. The Brett said he saw this tank, but the guy's not responding on it.
Oh, marketplace.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about marketplace I cannot stand. These people put stuff up, and if it sells, they won't post that it's sold, and then they have the audacity in the comments. If you ask me if I still have it, if it's still available, I'm ignoring your. I don't get that.
Some people are such a-hats on Marketplace. I'm in Winchester.
Natasha. I
That's why
just
I
don't.
figured I would look at Marketplace since I was local and see if anything different showed up on my end.
Man, we both got the sniffles.
Uh-huh. Bro, I learned a hard lesson this week. So we bought the kids Santa hats and elf hats from Dollar Tree for Christmas.
Yeah.
And Tiny is the only one that wore it. Well, I wore it too. But Tiny is the only one that was bebopping around with his on because his had little bells on it, which was an elf hat. Yeah, no. Don't buy hats from Dollar Tree. The critters are included.
Exactly, Brett. Exactly. I'm assuming this is Brett. He's usually the one in the chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put this stuff up for sale, which is, I think, a good thing. I mean, it offers people that live in the area a chance to buy stuff without having to go to the store. But then again, they turn around. If you ask if it's still available, I will ignore your comment or delete or block you. Why? You're engaging with the public, offering something for sale. 9 times out of 10, if it sells, you're not going to post that it's sold. So what's it going to hurt if somebody sends you a message asking if it's still available? Okay, I'm moving on with that.
He said, yes, it's Brett. We called it.
Take over for a minute. I'm going to go take some allergy medicine.
Okay. If I'm getting sick, the tons of orange juice and green tea. Hey, I love my green tea, but my go-to is a spoonful of honey. Raw honey. Best antibiotics in the world is a big spoonful of raw honey twice a day. Hey, Yamaha. Hi, Gail. Captain Kern, how you doing, darling? Wow. So you got the heater, you just need the tank for it. Hi, SMN. I'm so used to your alts now. Like, you can't fool me anymore.
Oh,
It's just allergies, native. It's that time of year.
to mute.
Those of us in the south aren't used to this cold weather. This is very rare that it gets like this. So it messes up our allergies really bad.
Well, I ate dinner last night. What did we have for dinner? I can't even remember now.
Oh, so you just want an empty one to swap out to be able to get a I saw some that they're in Gurley. Have you seen those?
What's that?
And Gurley is only about an hour from here. They have a bunch of different propane tanks and sizes.
I think a lot of my allergies come from when it gets cold like this. We turn the AC off and we turn on the little space heater, right? So we don't have as much filtering of the air. That makes sense.
Yeah.
With the air conditioning on, it's filtering the air. So with the air conditioner off, it's not filtering as much, and that's probably why.
Well, the heat also dries the air out.
Right. But yesterday was pretty chilly for us down here. It was
Landing,
like
get out of that bathroom.
40.
You feel better?
Boy, oh, I'd be playing football with that little ass. Come here. I'll show you how to scream. You want to scream? Come here. Ooh.
Lord, Dad. Listen, we've been through enough toilets because of you putting stuff in them. Get out of there. Hold, please.
Go for it. Kick that little ass. Get him, mama, get him. Hello, SMN. Hi, Wes Angel, how are you? Oh, my fly on the wall, shaking it. Lilu! Lilu, I seen your Spliffy over on my Facebook page earlier. How's he doing this morning? I haven't seen him in the chat yet. Well, sometimes you can find some really good deals on the marketplace. Sometimes you can find some really outrageous deals too. I love those people that put used items on the marketplace and put it for the same price or higher than what you could buy it brand new for. That's the ones you got to laugh at. Jam, what's happening? Benadryl to the rescue, guys and gals. Benadryl will dry my nose up real quick, but it will also make me sleepier than shit. Are you back, girly?
I am back.
Oh, and guess what?
Huh?
Usually it takes about 2 days to see that yellow dollar sign. Nope. Wasn't even 24 hours. Thank you, DJ Radish.
Yeah. Have you tried Tractor Supply yet, Brett? They're high on everything, but when it comes to equipment like that, they're usually pretty decently priced.
I will agree with you on that. There is a lot of stuff that I have found at Tractor Supply that is a hell of a lot cheaper than anywhere else. Our chicken feed is, I didn't even see it.
Mama Coop. Thank you, Tasha.
Mama's in the house.
For the $1.99 pound. Love you too.
Oh, my sweetie's in the house.
Yes, yes. Great. Now, sit your butt down. I'm gonna run your thing. 1.
5. Get him.
Oh, I'm not counting at him. I'm counting for myself because if Lord give me patience, because if you give me strength, I'm gonna hang this one by his toes.
You guys are just on a single story, right?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I was fitting to say, if you was in a 2-story, those little closets they make underneath the staircases, you know, where Harry Potter had to live,
Uh-huh.
that would be an absolute perfect padded room. Come here, you.
So there's a big difference in disciplining and doing what that other lady does. He's trying to hit his sister because I made her go in there and sit with him because he wanted to roll my ceiling fan again. Where did that god-awful pillow come from?
Palmer's.
Oh, she went over there and sent you one too, Coopy.
What's that? Oh, well, thank you, Natasha. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated, but never called for. Thank you. Oh, man. Nancy, what's happening? Yes, that is a little boy, Nancy. He's a little monster man. We know who rules the house.
Unfortunately, yes. Tiny runs this house.
Yankee Bell, what's happening?
Miss Karen, I do everything from cooking, cleaning, covering cases. Mom life. we range from so many different things. And I always have a tiny gremlin in the background causing some kind of chaos.
Oh man. Oh,
Hi, SMN. Already
fun
said
fact.
hi once.
Fun fact. Over the weekend, I usually don't do anything on the weekend as far as YouTube goes.
Right.
I was paying attention to the algorithm today, and boy, you can dang sure see a drop when you don't post anything from the days that you do post stuff. I'll be so glad when you get full partner. Holy cow, you're only like 254 away. Wow. Wow. Hey, guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please smash that thing with all you've got. And if you feel so inclined, please take the links and share them out to all your social media sites. Doesn't matter. It just helps get us out there and helps ScrewTube send us out into the interwebs. Did you hear me, Georgie?
Yeah, I'm at 749.
Oh shoot! So you picked up two more since I refreshed because I got you. I got you 746 over here.
I appreciate each and every one of y'all, everyone from Shizzies, and all my Tugs Thugs that have joined in over here. I am grateful for everyone. I've even picked up some of you guys from the Facebook groups, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. That's been Mike and Tat and my goal since I met Georgie and some other folks. And I love watching small
Yeah,
channels.
go.
It just makes my day seeing small channels grow and get themselves monetized because any kind of little side hustle in today's economy is welcomed, in my opinion. I mean, Liam B, what's happening? What's happening? Welcome aboard. Welcome. Oh,
Mama Palmer's. Listen, I don't know if y'all can handle. He's violent, bro. He's super violent. Go get num nums. I reckon. Go get num nums.
Lilu.
I gotta give you a haircut today.
Oh, I bet, Liam. I bet it is cold. Now, Westchester, that's or Chesterfield. Is that here in the U.S. or are you over in the U.K.? Lorianne, what's happening?
-7.
Wishful win. What's happening? What's happening?
Yes. Squiddles has helped tremendously with both of our channels.
Spliffy, what's happening, bud?
Why is there always so much ruckus?
I seen you over there stalking my Facebook page. Thank you for the like. Thank you.
Where did your Band-Aid go?
I kind of thought that was the UK name of a town there, Liam. You guys are going through wintertime the same time we are, right? I know Muzzy was talking about that the other night, how it was really cold where she's at. GM, what's happening?
Hi, Kevin.
Kevin's in the house.
Two high-flying farting walruses. Hi, SMN.
I feel sorry for a lot of you guys that are in that really, really cold weather. I really do. I mean, me being in Florida, yesterday high was, I think, 48, which is nothing compared to what you guys are going through. And today, right now we're sitting at 52, which then again is nothing compared to what you guys are going through. And I miss, well, I don't miss it. I know how bad it feels when it gets that cold. Living in Missouri, it was like that. I'm so glad to be back in Florida. You just don't even know. Oh, they are not SMN. Okay. All right.
Okay. He's the only one that trolls us like this, so I don't know then.
Yep, we're fixing to get right to that here shortly,
Thank
Liam.
you, Captain Kern, for showing love.
We're just trying to let people get settled in and let Mighty Monster over there calm down, and we'll get right into it here shortly. Figured we'd do a morning coffee table talk before we get into it.
Yeah, let me get woke up with my coffee before I have to read.
See, we're in no hurry today. We don't have Tub coming on till later tonight.
I gotta get my brain functioning before I can read big people words.
Oh, is it Teddy that's in
Is it
here?
Teddy?
Miss PJ. I really do feel sorry for all you guys that's higher up north than I am. It's going through all this cold weather, man. I bet you Brett and Teresa are wishing they were back down here right about now. Not for the people, but for the weather.
Well, it's not much warmer in the Panhandle. That's for sure.
Well, I ain't in the Panhandle.
That's true.
I'm just waiting on Radish to pop in here. You're not Southern. You're not Southern.
Oh, I'm not in the mood either.
Palmer's. Oh my goodness.
And see, that's my youngest girl and Tiny fight constantly. Yesterday, I had to go break up a fight because he wanted it something a certain way, and Bay wouldn't let him do it, and so he hit Bay, and then Bay hit him back, and then he played victim.
Okay, got a question for you, girly girl. Maybe you have the answer to it.
Maybe.
All right. When you're on your phone on YouTube, right? Like say I'm in Tug's chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It constantly keeps a tally at the top of the chat of his super chats that come in, right?
Yeah, that's in studio.
So when you're on the computer, where are they finding it to see how many there are?
Okay, so in your studio, you'll go to your iron.
Okay, and it'll
and
just.
then you can click on where it says supers, and it'll show your entire list of supers.
I'm talking about just from this video, or is that going to show? Because see, like I said, when you're on your phone, it shows all the supers at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so go to studio.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what Squid was teaching me last night. Go to your content and your live. Click right there on your current live. Instead of clicking on it, see the little symbol beside it when you go to the three dots. No. Why is it not working now? Hold on. I went to it, no problem. Now it won't go back. Okay.
Oh wow, I'm in some funky stuff right now.
Live. Your current stream, and then you have you got the pen, the analytics, and then that little thingy that looks like a Wi-Fi thingy.
Yeah, a little thing with It's right beside the dollar sign.
Yes, that's the control room. You click on that, and it'll bring up your stream and your chat over here to the right hand side.
Oh wow, I've never known this was here. Okay.
And then
Wow.
you have your supers.
Okay. Huh. So I'm assuming this is what Tug's watching when he's on. It gives you another view of your chat.
Yeah,
Now, is it just like when we're restreaming? It's only showing me my chat in here.
yeah,
It's not showing me your chat.
exactly.
Oh, there's Mama. She's back.
So you have, and then you have your stream settings, your analytics, and your viewer activity. You click on viewer activity, and that's where your supers show up at.
All right, all right, all right. See, I'm learning all kinds of new stuff today. See, none of this stuff was around when I.
I had the same question last night for Squid, and she taught me last night. So,
All right. So now this is another interesting fun fact here. Yes, yes, yes. I like this part because you can see all kinds of stuff. All
mhm.
kinds of stuff. Stream health. Stream is healthy. Excellent. Excellent.
Old dog, new tricks, right, Tim?
See, I never fooled with any of the live streaming before I quit YouTube. So this is all brand new to me, which, as you know, I pick up on it pretty quick, 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 quick.
Welcome back, Native. Nothing yet. I'm still trying to finish my coffee and get woke up before I have to read big boy documents.
So this is where you can probably control your speed of your chat. Yeah, you can control the speed of your chat and stuff in here, I think.
Nope.
There's all kinds of goodies in here.
Stream
Wow.
settings.
I bet Brett knows all about this little gem here.
Stream is healthy.
Yeah.
Analytics. Chat rate is 4. Concurrent viewers 57. Views 151.
This is cool. I like this. And it's blacked out. I like the blackout. Oh, I'll tell you that dark versus light. I set that on my phone to where it's all dark now. Saves on my battery on my phone. It's easier to read. It's just a lot nicer feature with that, what they call it, dark mode.
Yeah.
Well, I did. Well, heck, this is better sitting in this little window than it is. Because usually I have your page and my page pulled up on the second monitor, and I'm constantly going back and forth between the two, refreshing, so keeping track on likes and stuff like that.
Hot darn. I just got a new option on mine.
What'd you get?
I can create goals.
Yeah, that's because you're super chat.
Yeah, but when I first got my super chat option, it didn't give me the goal option.
It should have been right off the bat. Maybe you have to set it or something. I don't know. I've never set it.
Right, Brett? I'm still learning.
Yeah, this behind the scenes stuff in studio, I like this. This is awesome. I think I've seen this part of it on. I think Tug has showed something similar to this on his. Sharing the screen where you see. I don't know where I've seen this before, but it's flipping awesome. I like it. I'll start hanging out in here a lot.
Mike said he couldn't join us. He has a dentist appointment this morning.
Okay. I hope everything's all right. I hope he's not having anything pulled or anything, just a normal checkup.
He's probably just getting a cleaning.
Yeah, the goals. That's what I think uh, Megan sets those a lot for her red stick money.
Kim!
Oh, what's up, Kim? What's shaking, girl?
Also, those of you that have talked to me on Facebook, I want to give y'all a shout out for standing up for me in the hate-filled group. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are rock stars.
Now, Miss Palmer, is that 29 to 28 degrees or 29 to 28 Fahrenheit or Celsius? Fahrenheit or Celsius? With you being here in Florida, it's probably Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. She's in Chiefland. Thanks, Pops, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you.
Oh, let's go see if we've gained any more on you so far this morning. Oh, you should be at still what 749, which that's okay. They'll come.
Native. I need something stronger than coffee just to deal with these children some days.
But I'm assuming that is a goal that you can set for. Yeah, it's super chats. How many? I've got a guy that does a lot of crappie fishing, and he films a lot of his crappie fishing stuff. And he does that. He'll set a goal, and when he hits that goal, he'll give something away. Like the other night, he was giving away ACA fish batter that you can cook your crappies in.
It's
Wow, you can even set a time limit on how long it runs.
Yeah.
Wow, there's all kinds of
it's neat.
All kinds of neat stuff.
Right. Bearded? That's not his fishing buddy. That's one of the fleas.
What's that?
Apparently, Bearded Fisherman got a gifted membership in Tug's chat last night.
Now, the people that are buying the memberships, okay, like say for instance, I went in Tug's stream and I bought 10 memberships. Who picks who gets it? The person who bought it, or
YouTube? It's random. It's random. It's done by YouTube. Hi, Redneck. Hi, Miss Belinda.
Hi, Redneck Belinda. Welcome.
Miss Kathy. Orphan. Everybody just getting here. Welcome in.
Yeah, we've been taking a little bit of time before we start doing this reading.
Someone told me to sugar them up and send them to the grandparents. Yeah, that's not possible. We don't have. My parents claim they can't handle him. They hardly ever have anything to do with him. So that's not a thing. We don't have a village. It's just me and the hubby.
See, when I lived in Missouri, that's what it was with me and the ex. It was just us two against the world. And then now that I'm with my sweetheart, Mama Coop, it's the same way. Only difference is we don't have kids now. They're all grown and doing their own thing.
Oh, it was? Okay. Well, that's good for him.
I'm too. What? Who? Huh?
Spliffy!
Good for who?
I have no idea, Gil. I haven't even started my memberships yet, so I haven't had time to sit down and actually work on that part of the channel.
I'm for anybody that
Leave
wants
him
to take
alone.
full advantage of everything that YouTube offers. Super chats, memberships, ad revenue. It's to each his own.
Well,
I don't even know what I would even offer if I started membership because
that was my thing. I don't even know where to start with offering stuff other than behind the scenes. But I do that on Discord for free, so Landon, cut it out, bro. Oh, now you're gonna run around the coffee table like a crackhead. Okay. Mama, I think Landon alone would blow the place up. Ah, careful. Can you two behave? Hold, please.
ooh, Gen Xer parents, boy, Gen Xer parents. Oh man, I'm sorry for not being on screen today, guys. I just don't want you guys to have to sit there and see me constantly wiping my nozzle because of the runny nose aspect. But hopefully, here shortly, I'll that Benadryl will kick in and dry everything up.
Wishful. I just wished I could bottle his energy up and have as much energy as he has. And to top it all off, he's not sleeping right now. He's going through that phase with his autism where he stays up till daylight.
What are your thoughts on that?
Oh. So we ended off on 52 too, right?
Yeah, I got it pulled up. I got
Love you
everything.
too, Tosh.
I got everything ready to go. You ain't controlling today.
Oh, great.
No.
I'm the one that has to read it, but I'm not controlling today.
No, you're not. I don't care if you want to control it. It don't matter to me.
So I don't understand why the parents, like, they used to keep the girls all the time, right? It was never a problem. They always wanted my girls until I had him. Well, Mom adored him until she learned that he had special needs. Oh, and then all of a sudden she couldn't handle him anymore. The evil witch of the South wants nothing to do with him, but they want to sit up there on their pedestal and say, "Oh, I love my grandkids." No, you don't, bro. No, you don't. If you loved your grandkids, you'd treat them all equally. And listen, my brother's daughter, the youngest one, is literally the spawn of Satan, and she doesn't have special needs. She's just an asshole.
Well, I'm not defending grandparents like that, but think of it like this: your Gen X grandparents,
They didn't
a
even
lot of
raise
a
her.
lot of them, a lot of them don't want to be around the special needs kids because they don't want to revert back to the way they raised their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because
you know, my mom didn't even raise me. Being she's Gen X, she didn't even raise us. We raised ourselves.
back then, my parents, they wouldn't have looked at it as him having special needs. They would have looked at it as an uncontrollable child that's going to be broken. We're going to break him. That's how Gen X, or no, boomers. That's the boomers.
That's
That's who.
mom. That's mom's go-to. You need to whoop his ass. No, I don't. He's stimming. If you don't like it, don't come to my house.
That's the boomers, not the Gen X parents. The boomers. They believe that you could correct anything with a belt, switch, or fly swatter. That's just how boomers' mentality was.
Who was Miss Nancy? He has autism and he's albino. He's nonverbal on the spectrum. And he is hell on wheels.
Where's your thing? I don't see it over here on the side.
What?
Your screen share.
You told me no, you were controlling it.
I told you I was just messing with you. If you wanted to control it, that was fine. I was just picking on you.
I don't pick on you. It's one of them mornings, huh?
Jesus Christ! She's driving me nuts!
You know what? You adopted me, so you asked for it. Exactly. That's what I get told all the time. He's possessed. He's 6. But he's like having a permanent 2-year-old.
Just think them boomers that have done had the priest in exercising his ass.
No, my granddaddy would have.
Get out, demon! Get out! Leave this child alone, demon!
My granddaddy would have loved him and spoiled him and babied him even more than he did the other grandkids because he knew he was special and he was a boomer.
What do I keep telling you? My parents would have said, "Rust some dirt on it."
7:24.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you, Nemesis.
Hi, Allie. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Tasha.
Huh? What? Where?
Wow, Lou. Tasha said, Georgie, you should see what it's like living with Spliffy. He's a 2-year-old mentally too. Kidding.
So now you're doxing our mods. Look at you.
That's her dad. She can do it. Oh, so okay. So you get it. You're on Tiny's level, Spliffy. Hi, Allie. Good morning, darling. Yes, Melinda? Belinda? He is. He is our, what is it called? When you lose one and then you have one right after, Rainbow Baby?
Let's see, Mom was high strung. She couldn't take a lot of aggravation. Now my stepdad, he was very low keyed. He never hardly yelled. Matter of fact, I think I can count on one hand how many times I heard him raise his voice. But he was the type of parent, he would have took little Monster Man and he would have took him out in the yard and he would have found something to keep him busy.
Wow. Well, Stein, if you wouldn't bite your nails, it wouldn't be off in a quick. Now would it, darling?
But Mom was too high strung.
Quit biting your fingernails. If I give you a band-aid, you just gonna take it off and throw it in the floor.
Yeah, buddy.
Now you thinking, huh? Can you say hi? You tell everybody hi. Baby, hand me a band-aid, please. He's also at that age where even if he just has the smallest little nick that's not even bleeding, he's supposed to have a Band-Aid.
Oh, happy birthday, Karen.
Happy birthday!
Belated birthday. Belated.
Very belated. It's January 8th.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
we're going to try this one more time. You got to leave it on, okay?
Super glue.
You going to
Super
leave it
glue.
on?
Super glue. Maggie girl or Maggie Angel. Good morning. Good morning.
Magic!
I
That's
just come.
Spliffy,
What?
that's the ADHD, bud. I'm the same way. I will start a project and I will squirrel off and start another project, and then I'll squirrel off and start another project, and by the time I sit down, I'll have 10 unfinished projects. So, which is why my kitchen's not finished, the main bathroom's not finished, my half bath isn't finished. Here, give
See,
me a
I've never
finger.
been diagnosed with anything, but I'm exactly the same way. I'll see a project that I want to start, I'll start it, and then I get bored and move on to something else that catches my eye. Good morning, Max. How you doing today?
Max.
I probably got 10 different projects started laying around here.
Uh-huh.
Like I was really fired up about my CNC doing the my bottle openers. I got everything set up, everything ready to go. All I had to do was hit the button and start making them. And what I do,
Yoda.
I got sidetracked. Oh, Yoda's in the house. What's happening, bud?
Yoda in the house.
Congratulations on your wedding. I hope you and the missus are doing fantastic, especially over the holidays. And how is Uncle Frank? Have not seen him in a long time. Matter of fact, I just came on the scene just shortly before those guys went MIA. I was in the chats, and then when I came on streaming, they went dark.
Good morning, Paco.
King Paco in the house.
Yes. Paco, you are always welcome here.
Good morning. Good morning.
You have not once been disrespectful to this side of the tracks. Therefore, yes, you are always welcome. As long as you are respectful to the chat and to the host, you're more than welcome.
What she said.
Ignore what Tat said yesterday. Tat is a loose cannon. There it is. He has his moments. It's one of those days for sure, Max. Chaos going on behind me, and I keep squirreling off. Paco, he doesn't like most people, so honestly feels special.
Yeah, like she said, Paco, as long as you're respectful in here, you're welcome to stay. We're just Georgie and I just talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. I mean, today we've got stuff we can read if we want to, or we can just sit here and chat with all you fine folks in the chat.
Paco, this is the way I look at it. Those of us creators that are covering this case, we don't attack each other's chats, or we shouldn't anyway. Just because you're from the Fleece chat doesn't mean we have any ill will towards you.
No, as
No,
long as you're behaved over here, hell, you're welcome, bud.
yeah. That would be like saying, "Oh, you voted for Biden, so I don't want you in my chat." That's wrong.
See, now that's an interesting story right there. I've never blocked, deleted, or unfriended anybody from the liberal side of the spectrum.
No.
I feel healthy debate is a good thing for everybody. But do
Uh,
you realize how many people have unfriended me, blocked me, and walked away because of my political beliefs? That's crazy.
Amen.
I'm here to
Exactly.
I'm here to talk. Let's talk it out, you know?
Yoda, make sure you give Uncle Frank all the love and the birthday wishes from the crew. We miss him.
But be pre-warned though, Mr. Paco. We do talk about the fleas over here.
He knows. He's been in several of my chats where I was covering their stuff.
And I don't even mind one of their supporters coming over here and trying to, defend them. I don't even mind that as long as it's done politely. I mean,
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with a debate, but be respectful about it. Bro. I apologize, chat, for all the noise in the background. He is on one this morning. He's wrapped tight.
well, point blank, he's doing good right now. It's the screaming out of nowhere. That's what sends chills up your spine.
Yes, being he's nonverbal, that's his only way to express either crying, screaming, or he'll mumble at me.
You need to get him one of them wooden spoons,
Oh,
and when
dumpster.
he has a need to get attention, he just walks up and hits you with it instead of screaming. That's what you need to do. Teach him how to hit you with that wooden spoon instead of screaming.
Hit me with the wooden spoon. Normally, the wooden spoon is used as a threat for bad behavior.
Yeah, you give him the wooden spoon and say, look, when you need my attention, you come over here and you hit me with this. You don't scream like a crazy man.
You'll hear him when he wants something. He'll come over here and go, yeah.
That's all right. Youngins gonna be youngins.
Exactly, Paco. If I was never personally attacked on a personal level by her, I'd have never dug into their past. But you attacked me personally just because I support this side. That's not okay. I'm going to defend myself. I have every right to.
You never did send me your stuff there, girl.
What stuff?
Your screen share.
Oh, snap. Sorry.
we see, and that's another thing about our little morning talks. We get side Googled so easy.
Yes.
I was playing with this earlier, and
exactly, Jim. And that's how most of us on this side feel. You are more than welcome in our chats as long as you are friendly and respectful to our chats. No direct threats towards anyone in the chat or the host of the streams. You play nice, we play nice. You play dirty, we play dirty.
All right. Is that tolerable for you right there, young lady?
Chat, can y'all see this?
Okay, you see the margins you have on the left and right?
Sure.
Just scroll in until the margins are gone. That way we can read it on our side.
Y'all got to understand, it's much bigger on my side than it is on the stream.
Right, just back your chair up away from your desk. That's one of those things that one of our circle was saying here not too long ago. I have to control the sound of your voices. No, you control the sound of our voices by controlling your sound on your microphone. Turn your headphones down. Don't turn us down. Turn you down. If we're too loud, just turn your shit down a little bit.
Yeah. It's what I do. If I feel like when we're all in a stream together, if y'all are too loud, I'll just turn my headphones down.
Right.
Like, don't
Hey,
scream at me and tell me I'm too loud. Just turn your fucking headphones down, bro.
right. That's all you got to do. Turn your headphones. I
You
wonder if
know,
Mike.
like that other person used to scream about, turn so-and-so down. Turn yourself down.
I wonder if Mike ever took my suggestion and put a fun noodle on his mic boom arm.
Did you say a thumb noodle?
The pool noodle, the fun noodle.
Oh.
The pool noodles. Where I think a lot of he wears those headphones and he pulls them off of his ears where they're on the side of his face. Well, then there's a gap between the headphone and his face, so that sound is coming out going right into his mic. That's why we hear the.
I'm going to
echo.
send him the link to my headphones so he can get him a better set of headphones. Because I didn't pay that much for these, and they're fantastic.
Well, I had talked to him here a while back about that, and he says that the ones like I use, I have both kind. I have the ones that go in my ear, and then I have the ones that go over my ear.
Right.
And he says that they get to aggravating his ears, which I can 100% agree with that. I mean, the ones that I use for in my ear, I can go about 2 hours, and then they start hurting. It's not because they're in my ear. It's that little piece that goes over the top of the ear that holds it on your ear. That's where it starts getting sore. And then I agree with him on the ones that go over your ears. After so long, they start hurting your ears.
Paco, I have a cheaper setup at the moment. I have a $30 boom mic off of Amazon.
Now, the mic that I use I really like it. It's a USB mic. It's not a XLR mic.
Yeah, mine's USB too.
Hers is, Georgie's is similar to mine. It's not exact, but it's similar. Mine's a like $40 mic from Amazon. I really like it. Yes, there's probably better ones out there, but I don't think I don't think I need to upgrade. I think it works just fine for what I'm doing.
Sounds good. Like, your sound's always clear and perfect. My problem is Tiny will come in here when I'm asleep and he'll turn the knob on it because he likes to turn knobs and switches. And so there's sometimes I get on the stream and I'm having to readjust my mic. Okay. All the chaos.
I forgot to turn my oh, Mama must have posted another TikTok video. I told you her journey of getting monetized, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot to tell her last night you were talking about how to do all of that stuff. I'm like, I'll tell her eventually. She's not at that stage yet where she can literally monetize yet, so she's building up her followers. Because what'd you say? You got to have so many followers before you can monetize.
Oh, you don't. It's not like YouTube. Okay, you have to have so many followers before you can start going live. And doing lives is where you make your money off of TikTok. It's the gifts. They will gift you when you're live streaming.
Right.
That's how your money adds up. It's not like YouTube where you can do ads and whatnot on videos.
Interface, Paco? I don't use it. You speak of interface like the...
We use Restream.
Is that what he's referring to?
Yes. We're on Restream.
Restream, like, yeah, StreamYard, Restream, Omi, there's another one. Oh, by the way, I think I told you about that before you signed up. No, it was somebody else I was talking to. There's another streaming outfit out there besides Restream and StreamYard.
Streamlabs.
Nope. I've got it. I almost went with them. One, they're still under $20 a month. And two, right out of the gate, you're streaming with 1080p instead of 720p on their basic level. But I'm already hooked into this for a year now, so.
Mm-hmm.
But it does the same exact thing as Restream and StreamYard. but they have a whole lot. Like the advantages you get with the basic package with that company, you would have to pay for the second tier with Restream, and the same way with StreamYard. You'd have to bump it up to a higher tier. Oh, it's just USB, King Paco. It just plugs right into the computer, any USB slot. I have a USB hub that I have on my desk that goes to the back of the computer. And anytime I go live, I just plug the mic right into that hub and it does everything. It's so much easier nowadays with the plug and play stuff. It's unbelievable. No, Jim, it's not OBS. It's just like Restream. It's an online based outfit. I can't remember the name of it. I'll find it. Yeah, go ahead and talk to him, Georgie. I'll go look for it. I've got it bookmarked. They're exactly like Restream and StreamYard, except you get a lot more power for the same low price.
Hi, Gordon. How are you? Bye, Paul.
No, my mic and her mic's not XLR. They're USB. The quality of USB nowadays is just almost as good as XLR. Lucky Marks. Did I save it in here?
Oh, Tasha, I feel special.
Spliffy over there playing on Discord. What's wrong with you, man?
Well, Lou sent me his mic, and he's like, it buzzes. And I'm like, well, turn your reverb down, dork.
Do what now?
Spliffy's complaining about his mic buzzing. I was like, you got to turn your reverb down, bro.
Yeah, it's your gain is what's buzzing. Just turn your gain down. In other words, your volume button on your microphone itself. I turned mine down just to the point where you can't hear that buzzing.
Well, don't touch the metal bit.
Did you put your tags in today, girl?
Expert! Good morning, darling.
Oh, my buddy in the house? Yeah,
He
yeah.
is. He's on your side.
Hey, bud, what's happening? What's happening? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, where did he go? There he is. Bam, we'll put him up on string. I'm sorry, my expert friend. I do not have the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. If I had the wiggle, 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 I would put it in when you show up.
I hope you're staying warm, expert. Things that were state neighbors. I did not realize how many of us are actually in Tennessee.
I keep cutting out, Kathy?
I think it's because I talk over you, you cut out.
Oh.
Because you told me to talk to chat while you did that, so I was talking and you were talking, and yeah, it was causing you to cut out.
You'll have to send me that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I'll put it on here so when you show up, I'll play it. Because you get all of the women tied up and freaking out when you visit the chat.
Out of the kitchen, please. 1. Oh, now he's counting back at me, guys. Yes, expert, we're supposed to get snow Friday. And ice and all that good stuff. Okay, you got you some tater chips. Now get over there and sit down and eat them. Where are you going? How are you crying because I told you could have your tater chips?
Okay.
I don't understand how that equals. Really, Miss Karen? I'm in Franklin County, not the town. but I'm in Franklin County. I actually live about 5, maybe 10 minutes down the road from Madam Mayor and Brett. All right. So last night on my channel, we covered the first two. Well, on Squids too, we covered the first two documents of Randy's new filing. We did document 52 and document 52.1. Today we're going to cover 52.2 and 52.3. Hopefully 4. Hopefully. So, this is Defendant Lynette Preston's responses to plaintiff's document request. Really, bro? Dada's back there. Okay. General objection to each discovery request on the ground and to the extent that each request and the definitions and instructions contained therein, A, are vague and or ambiguous and or overly broad in scope as to time. B, are lacking in sufficient specificity to know what is demanded. C, are overly oppressive and unduly burdensome. D, seek information and documents which are protected by the attorney-client privilege and or the work product privilege. And E, seek to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. 1. Defendant Preston expressly reserves the right to supplement, clarify, revise, or correct any or all of the responses and objections herein, and to assert additional objections or privileges in one or more subsequent supplemental responses. In other words, they want to doctor their evidence. These responses and objections are made without prejudice to and are not a waiver of Defendant Preston's right to rely on other facts or documents at trial. By making the accompanying responses and objections, Defendant Preston does not waive and hereby expressly reserves her right to assert any and all objections as to the admissibility of such responses into evidence in this action or in any other proceedings on any and all grounds, including but not limited to competency, relevancy, materiality, and privilege. Defendant Preston will produce responsive documents to the extent that such documents are in her possession, custody, or control as set forth in federal rules of civil procedure. Defendant Preston's possession, custody, or control does not include any constructive possession that may be conferred by Defendant Preston's right or power to compel the production of documents or information from third parties or to request their production from third parties. Wow.
What they're doing is Randy's trying to gather evidence to back up the evidence that he already has. That's my opinion.
That's how it's supposed to be, and they're refusing and they're wanting to doctor the evidence she already has. Okay, so the first two documents we read last night, Randy wrote what Bubble's response was to their request. So this is basically a copy of Bubble's response to show proof of what Bubble said, basically. 4. A response to a document request or integrity stating that objections and or indicating that documents will be produced shall not be deemed or construed that there are, in fact, responsive documents that Defendant Preston performed any of the acts described in the document request, or definitions and or instructions applicable to the document request, or that defendant Preston, what is that word? Acquiesces in the characterization of the conduct or activities contained in the document request, or definitions and or instructions applicable to the document request. Publicly available documents, including but not limited to newspaper clippings, court papers, and documents available on the internet, will not be produced. Are you kidding me? That is your job, Bubbles, to produce. Defendant Preston objects to each document request to the extent that it purports to impose any requirement or discovery obligation greater than or different from those under the federal rules of civil procedure and the applicable rules and orders of the court. Defendant Preston objects to each document request that is overly broad, unduly burdensome, or not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. Y'all don't want to provide that GPS to prove that she's a stalker. That's what that is. Defendant Preston objects to each document request to the extent that it seeks documents protected from disclosure by attorney-client privilege. Oh, you mean y'all's anti-health ecosystem messages. You don't want to...
Well, see that GPS stuff. If he gets that, and it can actually locate that Jeep where they put those signs.
Not just that, but from the very beginning, because she bought the Jeep before ever coming to Otter Creek.
Right.
That will show proof that she stalked Jeremy from the freaking get-go.
Yep.
They don't want to provide. Hi, Squiddles! Good morning, sister.
Good morning, Squid. Good morning. Welcome, 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 young lady. It's
they
so
want
nice
to see the birds, Coop.
Who that?
The chat wants to see the babies.
Right now, they're molesting my coffee mug.
That sounds wrong.
They're both sitting on top of it. Let's see. Can I pull this up here without screwing everything up? I think I can. Let's try this. Yeah, we can do that real quick. Come here, Tickles. Blue, you probably won't be able to see, but there's Tickle Man.
Kimmy, that's what this is. This is Radio saying, okay, I'm done asking nicely. I'm going to the judge.
You want to say hi? No, she's not wanting to say hi.
Where's my boy?
He won't get on my finger. So he's right. There he is. There he is. Hey, there he is. There's the babies.
He's the cutest. Did you little fat cheeks?
Oh, here we go. I don't have my light on top of my desk again. So
congratulations, Squid, for hitting 3K.
Yes. Congrats, girl.
You deserve it, sis.
There they are.
Yes, my blue.
Wanted to see the babies. I got my little great white shark there that's probably going to take a bite out of my eye here in a minute.
He's my favorite. He's short and chubby like me.
He's so my pretty boy. He's a typical boy. He's got his attitude.
See, it's the polar opposite for us. Our females were always hateful and wouldn't let us love on them. But our boys, they always want lovins. Especially Baby Bird. He's always for giving sugars.
There we go. Now we're back to normal.
All right. Defendant Preston objects to each document request to the extent that it seeks documents protected from disclosure by the attorney-client privilege, deliberative process privilege, attorney work product doctrine, confidentiality, trade secret, or any other applicable privilege should any such disclosure by defendant Preston occur, it is advertent and shall not constitute a waiver of any privilege. Defendant Preston objects to each document request as overbroad and unduly burdensome to the extent it seeks documents or information that are readily or more accessible to plaintiff from his own files. from documents or information in his possession, or from documents or information that he previously produced to Defendant Preston. Responding to such requests would be oppressive, oh my God, unduly burdensome, and unnecessarily expensive. There's the problem right there. Y'all broke. Expensive. Why is my pen so... Let me pull up the highlighter instead. Yeah, we'll use the highlighter. Okay. Now, and the burden of responding to such requests and integrity is substantially the same or less for plaintiff as for defendant Preston. This objection encompasses, but is not limited to, all correspondence between the plaintiff and defendant Preston and all other information provided by defendant Preston to plaintiff. All such documents and information will not be produced. Once again, refusal to produce. To the extent any of plaintiff's document requests seek documents or answers that include expert material, defendant Preston objects to any such request as premature and expressly reserves the right to supplement, clarify, revise, or correct any and all responses to such requests, and to assert additional objections or privileges in one or more subsequent supplemental responses in accordance with the time period for exchanging expert reports set by the court. I swear Bubbles has said the same thing like 12 times. Defendant Preston incorporates by reference every general objection set forth above into each specific response set forth below. A specific response may repeat a general objection for emphasis or some other reason. The failure to include any general objection in any specific response does not waive any general objection to that request. Moreover, defendant Preston does not waive her right to amend her responses. Defendant Preston objects on the ground that requests are a fishing expedition for evidence in support of claims and for content to show on YouTube. Porter v. Ray, 461 F 3D 1315 1324, 11th Circuit, 2006. While discovery is broad, parties may not engage in a fishing expedition to obtain evidence to support their claims or defenses. Oh my God.
Are you at the end of it?
I'm on page 3 of 15.
Oh, you just ended 3, right?
I am now on page 4.
All right, guys. Up at the top, pinned in my comments, is the link to that EVMUX. It's another streaming platform. It gives you a lot of options that Restream and StreamYard do not give you for a lower price. So if you want to check that out, go for it. They do have the free version, just like Restream and just like StreamYard. But Tim, if you don't mind, snatch that pinned link and post it over on Georgie. All right, Georgie, I'm done. Did you lose your way?
I agree, Jam. No, I was reading one of the comments in chat. So it is unduly burdensome or oppressive to verify that the evidence JH has is correct and untampered with. You'd think they'd want to verify if the evidence against them is true since they say it's fake. Exactly.
Winks, I don't think that Squid has you blocked. She just left to put the little person down. She'll probably be back. Wow.
Al, do we already have an answer on this? I'm going to shit if we already have a response to this as I'm sitting here reading this. Because Al said it's basically a repeat of Bubbles trying to keep certain documents away from Jeremy's legal team. It will be shot down by the judge. The judge already ruled on these motions earlier. Oh, blue.
This motion that Randy filed will be shot down?
No. Okay, so Al, let me explain. 52-2 is Bubbles' response to Randy. This was done privately before ever taking it to the court. I doubt this will be shot down. This is Randy's. This is a. This part is what Bubbles said to Randy. And Randy's like, no, this isn't okay. I'm going to the judge and getting what we need.
Right. He's putting it in writing. What the judge has already stated must be turned over.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bubbles playing games is what it is.
It's them refusing to show proof.
But then again, you got to remember who we're talking about. We're talking about the stupidest people on the planet. These people create and fabricate laws like candy. I mean,
Right? They make shit up in their heads.
yeah.
All right. RFP number 1, all documents and communications relating to any allegations in this matter, including but not limited to all communications you have had with any person or entity named in the complaint or named in plaintiff's responses. In opposition to your motion for summary judgment, including all exhibits attached thereto. Objections. Now remember, this is Bubbles' response for Lynette. The request is overly broad, unduly burdensome, and not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. It is vague and or ambiguous. It is overly broad in scope and time. It lacks sufficient specificity to know what is demanded. It encompasses information and documents which are protected by the attorney-client privilege and or the work product privilege. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. Response. Without waiving any objections, messages saved by Miss Preston with Mr. Hales from 2 will be produced. Oh, that they'll produce. Oh.
Yamaha Biker's right. See
What's that?
I got him up on the screen there.
Exactly, Yamaha. Exactly. Exactly, Al. It's a delay tactic by Bubbles. And he's saying that Jeremy's side is the one delaying it. No. Y'all thought that Jeremy was going to settle out of court. And you thought wrong. So now you're actually having to do your job.
The thing that gets me is the fact that Bubble has openly admitted trying to drag this case out. Openly admitted that he filed motions through Lynette before he became her Provac DC, whatever it is, trying to delay this from going into the court. Mm-hmm. He's openly admitted it. So what he's doing is he's trying to bleed Jeremy with as much money as he can bleed him out of. Because every time Randy and them do these motions, it's costing Jeremy money where it's not costing Lynette anything.
Yet.
That's why I think Randy and them should really seek sanctions against Bubbles. He's deliberately trying to cost Jeremy money.
Mm-hmm. Which is going to backfire on them in the long run.
He thinks the more that Jeremy has to spend, eventually Jeremy will get pissed and just drop the case. They said that on the Fleas last night, that they think he's going to drop it right at the final countdown, just before it goes into court. He's going to drop it like they did on that one woman that Jeremy sued, the one that he was renting from, and she shut off his water and all that.
His landlord.
Right. He dropped it at the final hour. I don't think he's dropping this. There's too much money involved to drop this.
It's a different type of completely different type of situation.
Exactly. I think they're all going to pay dearly.
Kimmy Bings, this is a federal case. More than likely, once the judge orders them to produce the discovery from this, I think, don't hold me to it, but I think they can get a warrant to provide GPS from OnStar or Jeep.
Exactly, Gail. If Lynette loses this, it will cost her. I think it'll cost all of them. I've got a sneaky feeling that they're going to. The judge is going to go ahead and add all the other plaintiffs or all the other defendants to
Hey,
it.
hey, hold on. Let
Hey,
me let me fix this real quick.
oh, what'd you do?
I just hang on. No, dang it. I told someone I would fix this, and I'm trying to fix it. It's not letting me fix it though.
We don't know
What?
who's fixing what.
What, baby? You know Dada's in there, right? Why are you beating on me? That's rude. Oh, where's it at? It's not on here. So what? He's denying
I don't have any idea what you're fixing, so I can't help you.
certain names.
Oh, Lego Queen.
Yeah, because most of these are public figures that we already know their names. But there was one or two that I was going to protect, but it's not on this one, I don't think. I don't see it.
Well, here, you go back to reading. I'll scan through it, and if I find it, I'll let you know in the chat. How's that?
Well, I'm on that part. It's nothing but names, so bear with me, chat. There it is.
I agree, Gil. They're all going to end up paying. I mean, they sit there and joke about it and make fun of it on their platform, but honestly, I think they're scared to death. I really do. I think they're scared, and they have every right to be scared. I mean, they've bitten off more than they can handle.
I don't know who Vera is, but whatever. It's people that was on her property. I think the rest of these are names we already know. I already know Samantha's last name. Okay. I'm going to come back over here, hit my share. There we go. Response. Without waiving any objections, messages saved by Miss Preston with Mr. Hales from 2 will be produced. RFP number 2. All documents and communications relating to plaintiff by name or otherwise that you have had with any person or entity, including without limitation the following people. Russell Meeks, former Otter Creek mayor. Your co-defendants, Marla Hughes, Melissa Limmerman. Who is Melissa Limmerman? Can anybody tell me who that is?
Is that Melissa over in the Shady Bunch?
I have no idea. Surely not. She's not a co-defendant.
She might be just a witness to.
Oh, okay. Your co-defendant, Marla Hughes, and then I don't know. Then it says plaintiff Jeremy Hales, Therese Granger, George, Brett, Amanda Martin, former victims advocate, Rhett Cunningham, Amanda Martin's son, Mary DeGroot, former Otter Creek clerk, Deanna, Don Severino, former Otter Creek council member, Stuart Stewart, former member, Steve Worm, former Otter Creek attorney, Thomas Collins, Fat Boy, Zim, Marcia Gail, Lacey's mother, Patty Hill, sister of Lynette, Debbie Preston, Michelle Preston, daughter of Lynette, Lindsay, Lindsay's husband, Samantha, Ashley, Kathy. Good God, this woman's got a lot of kids. Landon and Tyra, Jamie Johnson, Jessica Munford. Like, we already know most of these names. Andrew Campbell, who assisted Lynette with obtaining Winn-Dixie food. Chad Van Campen, Paul Hembry, Elizabeth Bailey, Angela Gleason, Shara, Heather, Vera, Fat Lisa, Gator Boy, Laura Kroom. Is that Mott? Laura Mott? No. Can't be. Patty Plummer, Victoria Munsell, Dave. Is that the money man?
No, his name was, I don't know. Let me pull this up so I can see this.
Kevin, Wayne, Arthur Wiggins, Tina Haley, Brian Haley, and Levy County Undersheriff. Objections to that request. The request is overly broad, unduly burdensome, and not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. How so? It is vague and or ambiguous. It is overly broad in scope and time. Bull. It lacks sufficient specificity to know what is demanded. It encompasses information and documents which are protected by the attorney-client privilege and or the work product privilege.
Now, you realize you not have this on the screen, right?
How do I not?
Because you closed it out.
Bro, it's sitting there waiting on you to pull it up. I know.
Shut it down.
I know, right, Brett?
What page are you on?
These poor people are being scammed, and they're none the wiser. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. It combines what are in reality dozens of requests into one. Without waiving any objections, messages saved by Ms. Preston with Mr. Hales from 2 will be produced. That's the only thing they are willing to produce. They're not willing to produce any contact they had with anybody else. Bubbles, darling, if you're in over your head, admit it. You met your match.
Technical malfunction. I'll be with you in a minute.
You're fine. This man makes my head hurt. Every time I have to read something that Bubbles wrote, it makes my head hurt. It does.
Oh, you little shit.
Cope.
Sorry. I'm having problems. Blue is going nuts on my necklace, so I had to take it off.
Lori, honey, he lives on that road. He owns the majority of the frontage on that road. He has had guns pulled on him. They sold their home in Northport to move to Otter Creek after she saw on a video that Jeremy bought a property in Otter Creek. She was a fan. And so many people on her side have already spoke out and said, yeah, this is what happened.
Oh, how's he going to prove it? Well, one, he's got the handwriting excerpt. That's going to prove it right there. 2, he's got witnesses. 3, they verbally said that they placed the signs and who wrote them.
Well, okay, that side is trying to say that because Brett and Therese and Zim are friends with Jeremy, that they're not credible witnesses.
That's not. I don't care what they say. It doesn't matter who found the signs. The fact of the matter is the signs were found. Pictures were taken. Affidavits were filled out. signed, notarized. Jeremy's presenting the proof that they were there. So what is Bubba going to present saying that they didn't do it?
That side keeps saying it didn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that. Okay, provide proof that it didn't happen like that. They are not providing any receipts.
They never have.
Exactly, Night Owl. She even told him in an email she was a super fan before even going there.
See, there's so much stuff that the public doesn't know that Jeremy has. They would not be fighting the way they are for this case if
Lori,
Jeremy did not have.
Answer me this: if someone let's eliminate Lynette and Jeremy from this situation at the moment. Okay, say someone near you that has knowingly and willingly stalked you from a perfectly good home to be your neighbor, to be able to receive funds from you and all this, wrote signs about you that were not true saying you was a pedophile. How would you respond? Would you just let it go? Knowing it's not true? Would you? Honestly. Because I wouldn't. I would do exactly what Jeremy's doing. I would fight.
Now
And
you gotta remember here, it's not just the signs. Damages. What damages did he incur? He incurred a lot of damages because one, potential customers that could have bought from him that may have seen the signs that now aren't going to buy from him.
Not to mention all the stuff that was posted on Facebook. On
exactly.
Numerous groups.
Facebook, city and county groups on Facebook, potential customers where they've posted vile, nasty things in all of these groups, therefore messing with potential customers.
You would let it go if somebody was calling you a pedophile that was preventing you from being able to do your job properly?
Nah, she
Come
would not.
on.
No.
Come on.
I don't care who you are. Somebody calls you those nasty, vile things, and your friends, your family, people that live in your town see it.
Someone you would tell a lie on you and say that you did something to their child, you'd let that go? You wouldn't defend yourself?
Nah, I don't believe that. That's what the haters all say. That's what all the people on that side of the fence say. Why don't he just let it go? Well, if it was happening to them, I guarantee they wouldn't let it go.
She's not a troll. She's asking questions.
Yeah, I don't have a problem talking to her.
She's just listen. Y'all got to remember, a lot of y'all have been here from the very beginning.
Right.
And y'all have seen this unfold from the very beginning. There's people coming in right here in the middle of it that are asking questions and wanting to understand what led to this. And us as fans are willing to answer those questions or point them in the direction to see what happened. You get what I'm saying? All of us have watched her behave the way she has in all these Facebook groups. Some of us have even spoke to her before lawsuits ever happened.
See, Georgie and I and a select other few, we're not the typical YouTubers that are covering this. We're actually fans. It's been here from the beginning. We've watched both sides of this tale unfold.
Yeah.
We didn't choose the side that we're taking lightly. Okay. I didn't just take Jeremy's side for it right out of the gate. I went and watched these crazy people and saw the vile, nasty things they were posting about this man in numerous groups, not just one, numerous.
It's not, okay, Miss Lori, it's not just about the signs. This case is not just about the signs.
It's much more.
It's much bigger and it's much more. That side is focused on the signs, but the signs is just a very small part of this case. I don't know which side of this you've been on, but there are people in the chat that have been witnesses to all of this from the very beginning that were locals and watched every bit of this unfold from the very beginning. There's people in the chat that was there, boots on the ground as it was happening, that were witnesses. This case is much bigger than the signs. It's not just the signs.
The signs are just one small piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. That was the thing that said, okay, this is enough. I'm done. I'm not taking any more. I'm fighting for my rights. That's just what made him say, I can't take any more. They took so much and let so much slide for so long before he finally filed for a protection order, before he finally sent a cease and desist. The signs is what caused the cease and desist. But they took so much before this ever hit the court docs, before this ever hit YouTube. They took so much BS from these people. So much. So trust me, when we say this case is much bigger than a few signs posted on the side of the road. That was just the thing that made them say, this is enough. We're done. We're hitting you with a cease and desist.
She's absolutely right. The courts, is only in the complaint. Well, the signs aren't the only thing in the complaint.
Nope, not at all.
Like I said, the signs are just one small piece of the puzzle with a lot of other stuff following right behind it. And for all the people on that side of the fence, they want to deny the actual evidence. They've been denying the evidence this whole time. Every time Jeremy posts it, they deny that it existed. And they deny. I'm sorry, he's got more than what that side of the fence thinks he does.
He released just two of the signs. That's it. Because, okay, say you hit somebody with a cease and desist that's been defaming you, who has stalked you, has threatened your life. And the signs was just the tipping point. The judge already said from the beginning in this case that he shouldn't have to show proof because the words themselves does enough damage that there should be no burden of proof.
All right, here's a theory for you. Can we all agree that Jeremy is a smart businessman? We can all agree on that, right? I mean, he came from nothing and built his success after losing everything. We've all got to agree on that. Am I wrong?
Yes. Okay.
He is a successful businessman. So do you think for one moment, if he did not have proof, he would be spending all this money to defend himself in court?
Exactly.
This man is not stupid.
Please remember that this is much bigger than what we have seen on YouTube. There is more going on behind the scenes that he has to keep close to his chest. But he has showed his proof. Now it is on that side to show their proof.
He's shown just a small part.
We've only seen a little glimpse of what is really going on. Randy and him have much, much, much more. Please remember that there are people who were also victims of her behavior that are speaking out in other towns, in other states, in other places that have gone through the same thing.
But Lori, don't think for a second we're coming down on you. I really appreciate the fact that you bring it. You're actually trying to talk and understand this stuff. I really appreciate that.
I respect it 100%. You're asking questions because you're a paralegal. I get that. I respect that. Chat, leave her alone. I respect her. She's not coming in here attacking us. She's asking questions. She wants answers just like the rest of us do. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are on. You want answers.
One
side is providing it while the other side is not.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems is the fact that a lot of people come into this situation in the middle of the fourth quarter and they missed the first 3 quarters where all the stuff is played out over the time, and they just automatically taken sides over what this person says or that person says,
Right.
because they haven't watched it all unfold, so they don't know every single thing that's happened. I mean, that's like I was fighting with a guy the other night about this, and I told him, I said, look, if you want to see the proof, just go to Jeremy's playlist on Otter Creek and watch all of his videos. You'll see he posts proof every time he opens his mouth. 9 times out of 10, he posts screenshots, proof. What is their side posting? Absolutely nothing.
You can't sit and scream he's a liar and not show proof of why you say he's a liar. I would watch it. I want to hear both sides. I tried to get her side of the story before a court case was before anything ever came about. A lot of us fans were in groups with this woman. She was posting her story. She was posting her truth, quotes.
Yeah, the Friends and Neighbor, Otter Creek Friends and Neighbor group that she created, she controlled before she closed it. I sat in that group for I don't know how many months just watching. I've never seen Jeremy Hells post anything close to the nasty, vile stuff that her and John Crook ever posted. They posted some of the nastiest stuff I've ever seen.
Okay, we like I said, we were in Facebook groups with her before a cease and desist ever happened, before Jeremy took this to court, before Jeremy ever spoke out against her. She was in groups that fans were in, and she was saying some of the most vile, disgusting things about this man.
One of the ones that take the cake for me is where Jeremy was having his dollar sale. One of the first big sales he had there at the schoolhouse. And what did Crook do? Now, I don't know if Crook altered the photo or somebody did it for him, but he's the one that posted it all over these community groups, stating that Jeremy's dollar sale was selling women's pleasure toys. That was purely fabricated. The entire post was altered by someone, and John Crook posted it all over Facebook with nothing but a bunch of pictures of pleasure toys. So they've ruined it. They're trying their best to ruin his business.
Miss Lori, I want to let you know my chat is extremely protective and on high alert right now because people from that side have doxed me for speaking on this case. They have posted pictures in the hate group of my deceased father. So my chat is extremely protective right now. It's nothing against you. I respect you wholeheartedly. I respect you for wanting answers, and I will do my best to give them to you.
All right, Lori, what is he trying to stop them from doing? It's
defamation.
He's trying to stop them from running their pie hole. He's trying to stop them from trying to ruin his business, all because they didn't get what they wanted. They wanted fame. They wanted donations. Well, they've got the fame and donations now, but it's going to cost them in the long run. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get them to stop. It's that simple.
Exactly, Brett. Anytime he comes across anything, he throws it away. Always. They get rid of that type of stuff properly.
I agree 100%, Lori. There is nonsense on both sides of the fence. There sure is.
Oh, I agree.
If you want to see the facts, if you want to see the proof, just go hit up Jeremy's playlist on Otter Creek.
Well, not only that, she said she's a paralegal. She should have the same access to these documents as we do.
Exactly. It's all public knowledge.
It's all public record. I received these documents direct from, well, I didn't go to Pacer and get it, but I have my people who got it for me. Squid and my other person. And I exactly.
Welcome aboard, Bill.
You asking us questions, I expect you to ask that side the same questions. The burden of proof.
Like I said earlier, we are all about a healthy debate.
Exactly.
I don't mind I do not mind at all talking to people that want to be civil and want to be nice. And so far, you have been top notch asking your questions, Lori. I don't want you to feel that we're attacking you, because we're not.
No, not by any means. I get.
We do get passionate about what we're talking about, but please don't take it as us attacking you.
No, not by any means. I respect you. You're the second. I take that back. Not the first, but the second to actually come to me and ask me questions respectfully and not be on the attack and call me names or dox me or threaten me like the majority of that side has. I respect you 100% for just wanting answers. But I expect that same energy when you're in that chat too.
Well, good luck with that. Anytime somebody, if she would be over there asking those same questions to the fleas, to the haters,
Okay.
but in reverse, they'd be blocked. She'd be blocked more than likely.
Defamation, you being a paralegal, is saying something that's not true. Also, you got to think about what Jeremy has went through behind the scenes that has not been put out in the public. You got to think about what Madam Mayor and Brett went through offline. We got to look at this as we're all human beings, right? Him putting out public court documents is not defamation.
Who putting out court documents?
Jeremy.
No, it's public knowledge. It's
public record.
It's
not defamation.
It's nothing defamation. I mean, you got millions of YouTubers that do commentary that could pull up the same information and share it all over their platform, and it's nothing illegal about it. It's all public accessible. I mean,
from all the years I have followed Jeremy, he's a passionate man. He was honestly scared for his life, especially when he was sitting in a public meeting and an officer walks up to him with a piece of paper saying somebody had put a hit on this man. Whether it's true or not, that instant thought of fear. You got to look at this from what is not on YouTube. What have these people went through that is not on YouTube?
Well, just look at it like this. He lives across the street from these people. And I'm going to be nice about this. He lives across the street from these people. These people have pulled a firearm on 3 people at 3 different occasions. It's documented that he's done this. What happens the next time he pulls it? He doesn't pull the trigger. Okay. I would be worried too. I would film every time I drove by that house as well. I mean,
hold on. Here's the thing. It's not defamation because it's public court record that they are felons and that they are drug addicts. All you have to do is go to Volusia County clerk and put their names in, and it's all right there. It's not defamation. It's fact.
Well, here, I got a question for Lori. All right. Calling people drug addicts and et cetera, defaming, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, these people are running him and his business through the dirt. The police will not do anything about a federal court order will not do anything about upholding that court order, that restraining order. They won't do anything. The courts down here wouldn't do anything. Now, you're going to sit there and tell me that you would not get frustrated and go to the only outlet you have at your disposal to get your story out there? You would. He's got 700,000 plus subscribers. Nobody is listening to his story and doing what they're supposed to do. So he's using the only platform he has to get his story out there.
To get help. He did everything he was supposed to do offline, and he couldn't get any help. He couldn't get any protection. So he did the only thing he knew how to do, and that was to make it public to get help. And he's still not getting help. Just
look at the fabricated PO that Lynette tried getting taken out on him. To this day, even though it's been dropped, to this day, he has still not been heard in court. He's not presented his side in court. That's what this federal court case is about. Him being able to present his side and get these people to stop.
And Miss Lori, if they hadn't have done something wrong, that PPO would have never been approved.
Oh, that's the side of the argument that I absolutely just love from that side of the fence. That it's frivolous. It's frivolous. He got it. He broke the law. They didn't listen to us. I wasn't represented. I'm sorry. The judge had evidence. Okay, she had pure evidence. She didn't get the permanent restraining order put on her just because of the signs. She literally called Mayor Dan, okay, in the town where he lives. That was a big, in my opinion, that was a big deciding factor for him getting that permanent order, was the fact that she reached out to town members in Ohio.
That she contacted Mayor Dan trying to get him kicked out of town, yes. Miss Lori, she was on Facebook. She had multiple Facebook groups.
Yep.
That she has now dirty deleted to hide evidence.
The only reason
But the fans saw it, and we all took screenshots. The screenshots are there. The group's gone, but there's screenshots. There's screen recordings. There's proof that it existed. And it's still in the meta. So if need be, a warrant can be done to get proof. That's what this is for that side to show burden of proof. They're on the defense. They have to show the proof that it didn't happen. But Bruce is refusing.
Right there. Exactly, Britt. If the Levy County Sheriff would have done something in the very beginning, this would all not be going on.
Exactly.
I think of it like this. What's Jeremy, if he wins, what is he actually going to get out of this? You think he's going to get anywhere near what he's put into it?
I promise you, he's not after money. He's not after her property. He could care less about that. He wants to be safe. He wants to be left alone. He wants to keep George safe. He wants to keep his children safe. He wants to keep the town safe. Paco, I do agree. There are people on both sides. On both sides. I will agree with you 100%. On both sides that act like children. But most of us, like me, I started out as a fan. Like, we had Brett on on New Year's Eve, and I was fangirling because I look at it, I've watched these people for so many years. And I have watched them go through this hell. I have watched that little girl be extorted. And I've heard the body cam footage and the dispatch stuff. And I, as a mother, can't stay quiet. I, as a fan, can't stay quiet anymore. I originally entered into this, was just going to read the court documents. But I started getting attacked and doxxed and everything else from that side for reading court documents. Anyhow, back to the document at hand. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. It combines what are in reality dozens of requests into 1. Response. Without waiving any objections, messages saved by Ms. Preston with Mr. Hells from 2 will be produced. Number 3. RFP number 3. All documents relating to any statement attributed to you in the complaint or in plaintiff's response in opposition to your motion for summary judgment, including all exhibits attached thereto, including but not limited to all documents and communications relating to any investigation into the truth or falsity or any statement attributed to you in the complaint or in plaintiff's response in opposition to your motion for summary judgment, including all exhibits attached thereto by you or anyone else. Bruce's objections are: plaintiff is in possession of all such statements. The request is overly broad, unduly burdensome, and not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. It is vague and or ambiguous. It is overly broad in scope and time. It lacks sufficient specificity to know what is demanded. It encompasses information and documents which are protected by the attorney-client privilege and or the work product privilege. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. Response: without waiving any objections, messages saved by Ms. Preston with Mr. Hales from 2 will be produced. Number 4, RFP number 4, all documents and communications concerning the steps you have taken to preserve documents and communications relevant to this lawsuit, including the documents and communications responsive to these requests. Objections: the request is vague. Okay, it's the same thing. He has literally, it's the same thing. I'm not reading it again. It's the same objections every time.
Right. Just a different player.
It's just a different request, but same objections. Number 5 is all phone records sufficient to show all phone numbers and providers you used during the relevant time period in all documents, including mobile phone billing records showing the calls you made or received during the relevant time period relating to the allegations in the complaint or in plaintiff's response in opposition to your motion for summary judgment, including all exhibits attached thereto. Same objections. RFP number 6, all documents and communications of which you are aware that refute to any statement attributed to you in the complaint or in plaintiff's response in opposition to your motion for summary judgment, including all exhibits attached thereto about plaintiff. Same objections. I'm not going to keep reading the same words over and over. It's the exact same objections he has used in every single request. Without waiving any objections, messages saved by Ms. Preston with Mr. Hales from 2 will be produced. That, from what I am reading, and I'm on page 8 of 15, the only thing they are willing to produce is the messages between Hales and Preston. But with them being on defense, the burden is on them to produce proof that it didn't happen.
Exactly.
They're not willing to do that. RFP number 7, documents and communications sufficient to identify all usernames, handles, aliases, and any other identifiers you have ever used on social media to publish information about the plaintiff. This is what I was talking about. This is about the stuff she posted on Facebook. That was absolutely gross and disgusting.
Oh, there you go. Britt, you are absolutely right. Exactly 100% right. She looks at that child as a paycheck. She doesn't look at that child any other way but a paycheck to make money. Go for it, girl.
Wait, what? Exactly. He just wants to be left alone. If she and he would have just stopped when he sent him the cease and desist, we would not be here in federal court right now.
Nope.
If they would have stopped once the PPO was in place, we would not be here right now. All she had to do was stop. Just stop. They can live in the same town and completely be separated from each other. There was no need for this to blow up the way it did, but she wouldn't stop.
One of the most exhausting things about this whole thing is the fact that people coming in late to the party that have not been there from the beginning and watched this all unfold. It's exhausting trying to explain to them what we've seen and what we know. It it's like I can't remember who just posted it. Somebody just says, "Do your research." Exact. Oh, SMN. Exactly. I mean, all of us has done our research. I know you have, Georgie. I know I have. We've all watched all this unfold.
Stop harassing him. Stop talking about him on Facebook. Stop having third parties contact him. Just leave him alone. You stay on your side of town, I'll stay on my side of town. You stay on your side of the road, I'll stay on my side of the road. It's that simple.
I have a question for Lori. I have a question. Lori, if you've been following this, you should know the answer to this question. What started all of this? What started the whole thing? You just answer that one question. Please answer that one question. I know what started it all. Let's see if you know. And if you don't know, then that means you're coming into this late to the party and you're taking one side. You're not taking a paralegal side. You're taking one side of the view. You're not understanding the whole aspect of this entire thing. All right, continue, girl.
Exactly. Ask them the same questions you're asking me or us. Also, if you're late to the party, go look at the Otter Creek playlist on Jeremy's.
Yeah, she'll get blocked over there. And asking any of these questions, she'll get blocked over there immediately. And if she's not blocked, it's because she's one of them.
Oh yeah, it all started when she first she emailed him when she showed up in Otter Creek to look at a property that she didn't own yet, that she told him she did.
That doesn't make sense.
Melody's telling her to stop saying Jeremy did things he didn't do.
Well, if she can answer that simple question, I know the answer. So do you. This all started before the cease and desist ever got sent.
And he is, John. I believe you're one of the ones that's been here from the beginning as well. Okay, Lori, then you got to look at this from both sides of the line, not just one. So I encourage you to hop over to What the Hells and watch the entire Otter Creek playlist. The entire playlist. That's what I encourage you to do. Yes, he gets a bit loud, but that's his YouTube personality. Jeremy has a very big personality, and that's what catches so many people's attention. It pulls them in. But those two are very loving people. Everyone keeps throwing up.
There it is.
Yeah, Lynette wanted money from One Meal to Grill.
This is when it all started. Everything started snowballing after that right there. Bingo is absolutely 100% correct.
Mary, be nice. It started with her coming to Otter Creek in the very beginning. They were all friendly until she asked for money and was told no. She was told no. And all hell broke loose.
Yep.
That's what happened. She done the same thing in Northport. There's so many people coming out and speaking out against her of the exact same behavior. The exact same behavior. There's a pattern of behavior from many different places.
What's next?
RFP number 7, documents of communication sufficient to identify all usernames. Oh, I already read that. Same objections. Number 8, RFP number 8, all documents and communications that you have produced to Levy County and or to any other federal or state governmental agency about the plaintiff, by name or otherwise. Same objections. Number 9, all engagement letters and invoices and documents otherwise sufficient to identify all of the attorneys with whom you have an attorney-client relationship in connection with any civil litigations to which you are a party and or any civil or criminal litigation, grand jury testimony and or state federal investigations relating to the plaintiff by name or otherwise. Same objection. Well, not completely. This request is not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. Homie. It encompasses information and documents which are protected by the attorney-client privilege and or the work product privilege. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. I think RFP number 9 was more of in the past, in my opinion. Like, the stuff with whoever that was that represented her in Ohio. We already know Silverman. I think that was kind of to try to get evidence of her communications with MLS and with Bruce before Bruce said, I'm going to be your attorney. Because anything done before him saying, hey, I'll be your attorney, or being put on the document or docket as her attorney is not client privilege, I believe. Don't hold me to that. Okay, number 10. All documents and communications upon which you plan to rely to assert the existence of any privileges, including the attorney-client, work product, and common interest privileges. The request is not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. It is vague and or ambiguous. It lacks sufficient specificity to know what is demanded. It encompasses information and documents which are protected by the attorney-client privilege and or the work product privilege. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. Number 11, documents sufficient to show the number of online views and or impressions of any post on any of your social media accounts, including but not limited to YouTube accounts, Rumble accounts, Twitter accounts, and Facebook accounts during the relevant time period. There it is. Facebook accounts. Where was she doing all her posting, chat? Let's not forget she has TikTok too. Objections. The request is overly broad, unduly burdensome, and not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of admissible evidence. It is vague and or same. It is overly broad in scope and time. It lacks sufficient specificity to know what is demanded. No, you're just a dumbass and can't read properly, apparently. Mobile phone records sufficient to show all phone number and providers you use between J1-21 to date, and all documents including mobile phone billing records showing the calls you made or received between J1-21 to date relating to the plaintiff, by name or otherwise. That is to show the stalking proof. This is for her to show proof that she did not stalk him. Number 13, GPS records from either any automobile navigation system or other mobile device sufficient to show your location on May 11th through May 14th, 23. Response, NA, no GPS. Honey, you have a newer model Jeep. It has a built-in GPS. All documents relating to any claim referenced in this lawsuit generated by, prepared for, not to mention your phone. Google Maps tracks everywhere you go. Unless you turn off your phone location. but your phone will tell on you with a quickness. All documents relating to any claim referenced in this lawsuit generated by, prepared for, or reviewed by a consulting expert who is not designated to testify in the trial of this matter, whose opinions or reports have been reviewed by or relied upon by experts who may testify at this trial of this matter. I wonder if that's supposed to be their handwriting crap that they got. Is that Randy saying, "Hey, I want yours"?
Let's see.
Number 14.
Yeah.
What's true, Paco? Your phone? That's true, John. If you even Apple products track your every move. But I know for being I'm an Android user, I know for a fact my Android tells me where I've been, even though I wasn't using maps.
I think you're right. I think that's that number 14. I think that's relating to their joke of a handwriting expert.
The one she paid for offline.
Yeah, the one they say they have that says
Now,
Jeremy. Jeremy's the one who falsely wrote the signs trying to copy Lynette's handwriting.
that's true too, Bingo. The computer, especially in these newer models. And Paco, that's why they're asking for the GPS, because if she did not stalk him, if she did not place those signs, that GPS will prove that her or John did not place those signs. Isn't that what they want? They keep saying, "I didn't do it." Provide this to the court and let the court see that you didn't do it.
Not necessarily though, because he could have left the Jeep at home and walked up there for all we know. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think he did, and the GPS will show if that Jeep was at the vicinity of that time.
But I bet they had their phone on them.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of technology out there today. It just depends on whether or not Jeremy wants to sink funds into
the tablet. Good point, Lynette. The baby's tablet, their phones, and the Jeep. Go back to number 9.
Have we read anything in this so far that states all of her phones, not just one? Because we know she carries more than one.
SM drama. This isn't drama, darling. And it's not for content. He's not doing this for content. I don't know where he did not start putting this on YouTube until he didn't know where else to turn. This isn't for content, no matter how Bubbles tries to spin it. It has nothing to do with content. He doesn't want to put this on YouTube. He never wanted to put this on YouTube.
Well, if she's referring to me, she can look. My YouTube channel's not created around this drama. Yes, I've been talking about
social media drama. Nancy. Yeah. SM stands for social media.
Yeah, Jeremy's not the type of person that's going to keep ragging on people that's leaving him alone. I mean, he doesn't talk about Russ hardly at all anymore because Russ is out of the picture. He's leaving him alone. He's not messing with him.
Right. He's not talking about Dawn the condom more. He's not going to the meetings anymore because people started doing the right thing.
Yeah. Once Madam Mayor got in there and now Zim's in there, the town's getting fixed. He has no need to talk about it. But I do know people that are creating drama based off of this just for grifting, just for money. We do know some people like that. Hose picker.
Exactly, Lynette. If he wanted content drama, when him and Robbie had the falling out, he would have been talking about that on stream. But instead, him and Robbie went their separate ways and nobody ever knew what happened. We never knew what happened until Robbie decided to get on with the fleas and start talking. And then Jeremy started talking about it. We never knew what happened. We didn't care what happened. We just knew they went their separate ways. And that's okay.
All right.
All
Where
right.
are we at now?
Lee wants me to scroll back up to number 9. So let's go back up. I am focused on 13 because that not only for the dates of May 11th through 14th, but that could prove whether she stalked him or not. I feel like that's a big deal, and I feel like they should have to provide it. Just my opinion. He's not trying to figure out her location at the current. That he wants those dates. That's it. Prove you didn't place those signs. Prove John didn't place those signs.
Oh, number 9 is just Randy wanting to clarify when he actually became her lawyer and anything that was said to her before he technically became her lawyer. I'm assuming that's what that's about.
I think it not only that, but MLS. You got to think MLS is they've filed to add him. They're the other YouTube attorney got involved. I feel like that's what they're trying to find out. When did they get involved? When did the ecosystem start? I feel like this part is a big one. Number 11, the Facebook account stuff. She says she never posted it. Prove it. Get the meta records and prove it. Because screenshots don't lie. Number 12, mobile phone records sufficient to show all phone number. Oh, we already did that one. That's also another biggie. Because that'll also not only prove the things she said to other people, but her calling and texting Jeremy as well. Number 13, we already covered that. That's the GPS. Number 14, all documents relating to any claim referenced in this lawsuit generated by, prepared for, or reviewed by a consulting expert who is not designated to testify. Okay, that's about the handwriting expert. I can almost bet on it. Objection, premature. How is that premature? How, Bubbles? How is that premature? Y'all have been talking about y'all's expert for months now. The curriculum vitae, including bibliography for each consulting expert who is not designated to testify at the trial of this matter, and whose opinions, that's about the handwriting expert. He says premature on that one too. Why? Why is it premature? You already have it. Why is it premature? That's about the handwriting expert. Number 16, all documents used by you for the purpose of refreshing the recollection of any witness prior to testifying at any hearing, deposition, or trial of this matter. Objections. The request is overly broad, unduly burdensome. It seeks to impose duties beyond those arising under the federal rules of civil procedure. Whatever. Number 17, for each fact for lay witness you expect to testify at the trial of this matter, all documents reviewed by, prepared by, relied upon, provided to, or received from each such witness relevant to this matter. Same objections. Number 18, all documents, evidence, and communications related to your investigation of any claim referenced in this lawsuit. Same objections. Number 19, all documents relating to the plaintiff that you obtained from any source other than the plaintiff. The request, that's the same objection, It is overly broad in scope and time. It lacks sufficient, same objections.
Tat, calm down. He's not attacking you, brother.
Who?
Tat, calm down. He's not attacking you.
Tat.
Moving on.
All documents in the files of your attorney in this lawsuit dated before the date this complaint was filed with this court relating to plaintiff, including without limitation communications to third parties. Oh, so this is about her being in contact with Bubbles before this was ever filed.
Right. That's what I think.
To prove the ecosystem.
Right. From 14 on down is basically trying to set a timeline of when he did what and how this has all been coming
When
out.
he got involved, yeah. Okay, that was from Bubbles. That was those. Now, the next one's the same thing, just with John Cook's name. So I'm not even going to waste my time reading that one. And then we have the final thing. Subject, reply, responses to document requests. From Bruce to Randy. Counsel, I separately emailed you the following link to several screen records of messages between Miss Preston and Mr. Hales, as well as others. Further to the objections we've interposed to a number of your document requests. Boilerplate refers to the standard phraseology of common objections that encompass most objectionable requests. I listed only those which I believe are applicable to each given request. Request number 1, I stand on the listed objections, although the provided communications are responsive. Number 2, same. Number 3, same. Number 4, I honestly can't understand what this is seeking. Wow. Number 5, same. You want to invade her entire history of phone calls so you can contact people to generate content. Has nothing to do with content, but okay. Moving on. Number 6, what does refute to mean? It makes no sense. It's not for her to refute, whether this refers to refuting the claim she made, the comments, or refuting the comment itself. It's for your client to prove she made comments and that they are actionable. I honestly don't know what you're seeking here. Number 7, same. Number 8, not sure what you're seeking. You produced her state court filings to us. Your client obtains all police records. Number 9, why isn't this privileged? Number 10, again, it is so unspecific as to be unanswerable. Number 11, this information is the same as anyone can see. She doesn't have any additional unless you can explain what else you're seeking. Number 12, same as 15. No, 5. Number 13, responded. Number 14 and 15, responded. 16, I honestly don't know what you're seeking here. Wow. Number 17, objections are valid, as all others are. 18, again, unclear and objectionable for reasons listed. 19, way too unspecific. 20, objections stand. I am very willing to attempt to understand what you are seeking with many of these requests in some way that I can meaningfully determine whether they can be produced. If you're willing to articulate more clearly and specifically, I can then respond again. As it stands, we have provided responsive communications to numbers 1, 2, 3, and 6. We also provided non-objection responses to numbers 13, 14, and 15. The objections to the other requests are valid. Please let me know if you'd like to respond by email or if you'd like to schedule a call. Thanks and best regards, Bruce Maskin. Where did ESQ go? But
Randy
again,
probably left it off.
Wednesday, December 18th, 2024 at 1:10 p.m. From Bruce to Randy. Counsel, I do plan to provide a response including some actual production as well as further explanation of some objections that you can take into consideration for purposes of Local Rule 7.1b, although I would ask that you wait until end of Friday. Thanks, Bruce. Counsel, we will be this is from Randy to Bruce. We will be filing a motion to compel production of documents absent a sufficient response from you or on or before the close of business tomorrow. At the very last minute, you filed essentially nothing with boilerplate objections. This will be shown to the magistrate. I don't know where everything else is, but that was page 2 of 9. But there it is.
Exactly 6 kids. They're building their case. This is what these big cases are. Most of these big cases are fought in motions before it ever sees the courtroom. So by the time it gets to the courtroom, a lot of this stuff will be hashed out and the case will be built upon what the lawyers
Teddy, be nice to Lori.
send and receive.
I agree, Paco. Listen, we make fun of Bruce. We make fun of him. But it's because he inserted himself into this case because he couldn't get attention from the bigger YouTubers for his mac and cheese case. He saw Larry, who denied him, covering the what the hell's case, and he got himself involved. And he's been sitting over there. He's seeking his own PR for his own case, and he's using Lynette and John to do so.
Who that, Bubbles?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's all about him.
He's already been proven guilty multiple times, though. That's the thing.
He openly admitted that's the reason why he got involved with all this, is so he could get attention on his mac and cheese junk. He's already openly admitted it. Am I wrong?
Lori, she's already been proven guilty multiple times. Like, how many more times has she got to be proved guilty? This is a civil federal lawsuit. But the other stuff, she's already had to pay fines because she was found guilty in the court of law.
We're still waiting on that third judgment coming down out of Ohio.
Yeah, and there's more about to go in. It's
we got this.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I'm reading. Exactly, and one side's not providing while the other one is.
See, that's been the whole issue this whole time. Jeremy has always provided his proof, his explanations,
and
they've never provided anything. The only thing that side of the fence has provided is stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Screenshots between him and Guano. Okay, what's that got to do with Lynette and Jeremy?
Nothing.
They've shown nothing.
I will be glad when it's over. I agree.
Oh, I do too. But until it is,
we're going to cover it, and we're going to help him get his story out.
I mean, we're little fish in a big pond, and I don't need any recognition for anything. I just get tired of sitting on the sidelines and watching people that are not fans put the story out there and not know the entire truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's great that he's got people that are putting stuff out there, but we're a select few, Georgie, of being actual fans that are talking about this. It's you, Mike, myself, DJ Radis. We're actually been here from the get-go.
And it was like, I was always on the sidelines. I sat for years screaming at my TV, and I'm like, I could have a platform. I could put my point of view out there and not only speak up for Jeremy and George and Madam Mayor and Brett and Deanna, but that child. I was that child. I was in her shoes. I wasn't special needs.
Lori, I'm
But
going to
I
ask
was
you the
that
same question in return. Where is the proof that she is not guilty?
like I said, this Jeremy's side has
There's plenty
showed
of proof showing she's guilty. So you show me, you tell me some proof that she's not guilty.
that's all what these documents were. Is Randy was trying to get Discovery so they can show that they didn't do what they're being accused of doing. Just like it's Jeremy's job to provide proof that it happened, which he has all the evidence. We've not seen everything. We've not seen everything.
I mean, just the little amount of proof that Jeremy has posted, the proof is out there. The lack of proof on that side of the fence, that's what's damning. They can sit there and say they're hiding shit or they're doing this, they're doing that. They're not doing anything. They have nothing. They can't prove her innocence whatsoever. But just the little bit of stuff that Jeremy has shown the world, the planet, is just a small amount of the proof that he has.
I look at I get you're saying you're a paralegal and you're looking at this from both sides, but I don't see that you are because I've not seen you question them. I see this as you're coming after a YouTuber who you claim is doing social media drama, and that's not.
No, she's trying to sow seed of doubt in this side of the fence by claiming that she's.
Trust me, this side of the fence has been here from the get-go.
We're not swayed.
We've watched that story unfold.
I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't be asking any of the questions, Lori, that you've asked today without already having the answers to those questions. And by you coming in here asking those questions, I don't take this wrong. I'm not attacking you. By you coming in here asking those questions tells me flat out you have not researched one thing regarding Jeremy Hells in this case.
I encourage you to ask them the same questions that you came and asked this side. No hate, no disrespect. But if you're going to question our side, I encourage you to question that side too.
That'll be entertaining. She'll get blocked immediately.
They will. They don't like being questioned.
Nope. Jay, you think he's going to throw all of his evidence?
No one has requested.
Platform?
They haven't requested their side of the discovery yet. That's the thing. But guess what? This side did request discovery, and that side refused to give it. That's a huge red flag. You as a paralegal, that should be a huge red flag.
Well, you want to discuss evidence. Okay. Signs being placed by Lynette and Crook. Okay. There's allegations right there.
Allegedly.
Okay. There's allegations right there. The fact that they went on social media where he makes his money, there's proof there. Went all over social media running their mouths. You want proof? There's proof. Go watch Jeremy's videos. You'll see every bit of it. More proof? There's actually discussions between the lawyer and the little ecosystem of creating nothing but a hate channel to take Jeremy Hells down. The fact that his money has been messed with by going on Whatnot and messing with his auctions. The money he's lost because of his YouTube channel, having to go and defend himself on his YouTube channel, his views have dropped. His subscriptions have dropped. So there's proof all out there if you want to find it. You want to discuss proof? Take a time out, take a breath, take about 2 months catching up on all this stuff that's been playing out over the past 2 years. You'll have all your proof.
Yeah, go watch all the body cam footage. Oh, even better, Shara was on her side through all of this. She has all the proof. She's been dropping it. Watch Shara's stuff.
We're not here to do your research for you. If you want to discuss the proof, go find the proof, come back, and then ask questions that you already know the answers to.
Now, Do we agree with everything Jeremy says and does?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope. I mean, he's only human. I don't agree with everything that
We're human.
Donald Trump says and does, but
I voted for Trump, but I don't
exactly.
agree with everything he did.
In my opinion, is Jeremy a perfect person? Oh, hell no.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect, but the man that created us above.
But what these people are putting him through, he has every right to do what he's doing. Every right. He will. Trust me, Lori. Jeremy and his team.
Bruce has to provide it too, and they're refusing.
Right. Jeremy and his legal team will do everything legally. They will provide everything that they're supposed to provide. Now, when it comes to the other side of the fence, they're playing games. All they're doing is trying to bankrupt Jeremy, hoping he'll settle. They stated it last night, loud and clear, on the Fleabags channel. They're wanting him to dismiss this case. They're trying to bleed him financially as much as they can. Am I wrong, Georgie?
Nope.
Nope. All right. But I'm not going to keep sitting here even entertaining this person. I mean, she doesn't want to come in here and, I mean, yeah, she's in here fishing is what she's doing. She's fishing, trying to sow doubt in our minds. I'm not worried about her.
All right. Let's focus on the rest of our chat.
Okay, well, you're interested in the court complaint? All you got to do is go back and watch the videos. You'll see every bit of it. You got quiet on Yamaha.
Hey, is Yamaha on your side or my side?
Oh, he's on your side.
He's on my side. Yamaha, stay.
Why would he move?
I'm sorry, Yamaha. Let me apologize. I'm not trying to talk to you like you're a puppy dog and say stay. I'm just, hold please.
But I'm not going to entertain any more of the ideas for somebody that doesn't want to do the research. The proof is out there. I've said it. Georgie said it. We didn't come into this with closed eyes. We actually watched and researched and paid attention to what was going on from the very beginning.
I can't see his comment. Dang it.
We made our choice based on what we've seen, on who we believe in. So that's pretty simple. As far as the rest of it goes,
Yamaha's on your side, not my side. I need him to come over here, though, for a second.
Oh, he's in blue. He's on your side. I'm pretty sure.
No, he's on your side.
Yeah, he's on my side. What'd you want to do? So I'm in blue. You're in. That don't make sense.
You're the host.
I'm in blue now.
You're the host. My comments are the purplish colored ones. Yours are the normal, like, grayish blue. Was Lori on my side or yours? She was on your side.
Lori. I don't know. Mine, I think. Yeah,
she's on yours.
Yeah, she's on mine. Well, no. Yeah, she's on mine. I'm in the gray. You're in the blue. Yep. Yay!
All right. Thanks, chat. So let's change the subject. Let's
Birds, birds. Let's talk about birds. Oh,
birds.
chickens.
Do you have any more chicken videos coming out?
I got to get some. It's just I kind of bloated off here lately. I told you I got my new mount in for my phone, the one that I lost in the lake.
Thank you, Tim.
See, my phone, with it being the Samsung Galaxy, with the waterproof case that encapsulates it, it makes it very big. So normal phone mounts won't work, especially the ones with the springs. So this one is the one that I got from my phone because it's the only one. Oh, look at there. I'm balded. See, I got hair, just little hair. But this one will actually screw open to the size that I need it. Anyway, yes, I got to get some more chickie videos. You got quiet on me.
LOL, Lori, I'm sorry. No. I feel like she did exactly what she intended to do. I respected her from the jump when she was just asking questions, but she kept putting it all on Jeremy. And then I was like, no, see, she's doing exactly what she intended to do. She got me and Coop riled up.
Oh, I ain't riled up. I still think it's funny as shit. I love watching ignorance play out.
I'm not gonna keep trying to tell somebody something if they're not willing to do their own research. She said it herself. She goes after big YouTubers that cause drama, and that's not what's happening here. Carol Welch, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. GPS was showing May their share. She put them signs. That's what they're saying. I don't have it. Exactly. They don't want to show proof. Miss Carol, you literally have the same name as my mom, except you're missing the EL on the end, and you have no idea how many times I have thought you were my mom in the chat. You literally have the exact same name as my mom, except hers is Welchel and not Welch. Literally the same. There's been many times I was like, oh, mom's here. She just misspelled her last name. Thank you, Bill. Listen, I have mad respect. I try to look at this like I would look at it on a political type view, because we're two different sides here, right? That side's telling one story, this side's telling everybody another story. Whereas us fans that have been here from day one, from the get-go, and have watched every bit of this unfold, we did our own research on both sides as this was unfolding. You know what I mean? So we've already seen all the BS that she's now spewing to that side.
I'm willing to talk and listen to anybody. Okay, but when you sit there and constantly ask basically the same stuff over and over, come into the debate halfway educated. Don't come into the debate trying to just ask the same question over and over just to get people worked up. That's crazy.
Oh, Yamaha, we did it because you're a bulldog, and I got tired of arguing with her, and I think you could tell we got tired of arguing with her, and I knew you would be like, yeet! I knew you would give her a first-class ticket out of here. Because I couldn't tell which side she was on at that time. John Stuber, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Ori G is a flea number one, I bet. Possible. I got tired of arguing with stupid. But thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Like I said, I'm up for a healthy debate, but she was being repetitive. She wasn't willing to debate and learn. She was just here to yak, 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 yak. That's it. That's all she was here for.
I don't know what happened between Paco and Tat, but they don't get along with each other. But Paco has always been respectful to me. He's always been respectful in Squid's chats. Therefore, he's welcome here. He has never said anything out of the way. And until he says something rude or hateful, then he's welcome here. Point blank, period. That's possible, Kat. That's very possible. But no, I think because she kept saying that she goes after large YouTubers, and she listed another YouTuber in the chat. Therefore, I think she's just out to attack YouTubers that she seems to feel like starts drama. But he didn't start this drama. That's not how this works. I think Patty the one that sent Lynette the 7K for Silverman? Or was that
Yeah, it was Patty.
Yeah, that was Patty.
Well, Patty sent $3,000 and Paul sent
The
seven twice. Paul sent 7,000 twice.
Paul Hambry?
Yep. So that's what I can't understand. They say they say that Silverman still owed $16,000. Well,
Where did that money go?
they collected 18,000. So why is he owed anything? My guess is she gave him Patty's money to get him hooked, and then Paul Humbry's money she probably pocketed. I don't know. That's just pure speculation on my part. But we do know that she was given at least $18,000 during the Silverman stuff.
The name she said was S. It started with a SM. I can't remember what it said. But that's what I'm hung up on. And she said she goes after large YouTubers that cause drama on social media.
Well, she doesn't go after them. She's just questioning people with the same repetitive stuff, getting them to just rehash the same thing over and over and over and over. I mean, come on. Walk into the debate with a little bit of knowledge of what's going on. All right, kid. Don't just come into a debate just repeating yourself. Come into it with something of value that you can add to the debate. There was nothing, absolutely nothing of value that she added to the entire time she was in here. Other than Jeremy's wrong, Jeremy's a bad guy, Jeremy's going to lose, Jeremy don't have any proof. That's basically what I took from the whole ordeal. And she's willing to come in and talk, but like I tell everybody, as long as they're polite and nice and they don't attack people. But I'm only going to entertain stupidity for so long. That's just how the proverbial cookie crumbles. Oh man. And we've had some good chat today. It's been going along just fantastic. You guys have been awesome. The chat's been awesome. We've been cruising right along. I don't know. Like I said,
I'm back.
I find the ignorance on social media amusing to me.
Dope man got the money.
I don't take any of this stuff to heart because it ain't got anything to do with me. The only thing that has to do with me is I enjoy watching Jeremy Hills and I see him getting screwed over by these people. That's as far as it goes for me being involved. I offer my opinions. People want to listen, they listen. They don't. Right, Georgie?
Right.
And there, yeah. Yeah, they say, Bill, they say they have a master plan for that. I call BS. I just think that Scott Stark was wanting money. He wasn't getting any money. So he basically put the screws to him and told him, hey, you either fork up some cash or this is over.
Can we just shout out to our mods real quick? Because they were just waiting in the background for us to say, get them.
Get them. Yeah.
I just checked all my DMs and they was just like patiently waiting for us to say, go. Voluntary dropping 2 cases against Jeremy should put up some red flags if they don't have evidence. This is true, Bill.
Now, see, Yamaha Biker gets it. He gets the same thing I'm thinking of. I mean, come into the debate loaded for bear. If you want to step into the bear's den, have your own set of proof that you can argue against what you're asking. If you're asking these people for questions, seeking answers, come in with the answers and then trip them up when they don't have the right answers.
Right.
That's the way I look at it, right?
Like, she keeps asking all these questions, but I'm sitting here like, I'm reading this document, and I'm like, your side ain't got no freaking proof either. They're refusing to provide evidence.
Well, see, that's the whole thing.
And
Throughout
she's not focused on Jeremy has to provide discovery too. It's not his turn yet. It's not his turn yet.
Everything that has been asked out of Jeremy and Randy has been turned over. Jeremy and Randy are following the rules. They're doing what they're supposed to do. All we're going off of are the motions that are being filed. Right now, I haven't seen a motion filed by Bubbles saying he hasn't gotten anything. Have you?
I haven't. What I just read is the only thing I have gotten right now on the federal case. That was the newest thing we've gotten. Paco, thank you for being civil and respectful.
Well, now you probably missed it earlier when you were reading. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Paco. You've been following the leads because of the Christmas thing for the child, right?
Yeah.
That's where you got involved. Yep. So all of this is pretty much new to you on this side of the fence. You got involved trying to help the kid for Christmas, which I can see that.
I've seen Paco around in chats before that I've been in. Paco has never been disrespectful on either side. Where his and Tat's beef comes from, I have no earthly idea, but I don't want in the middle of it.
What is she barking at? Oh, Mama's home. Uh-oh.
Mama.
Well, we've been going for 3 hours. She must have got out a little early today.
That's what I was about to say. Mama must have got off early.
Yeah, because it's just 2 o'clock. Usually she's not getting off till 2 o'clock. Man, I want to sit here and keep going, but I got to get off of here. Mama gets mama time.
And here we was thinking we didn't have no time limit today.
Well, usually she doesn't get off till 2:30-ish, or 2:30 or 2 o'clock at the earliest. And she's usually home by 2:30, 2:45, something like that. So today, I'm assuming she got off at like 1:30.
Yeah, it's only 1:01 here. Holy
all right, Kid Rock.
The sunshine. I ain't seen the sunshine in days.
Give them your spiel, youngin. I'm going to give them mine, and I'm going to get out of here.
When Blue allows me to speak, I will.
Yeah. Well, you notice they get fired up. Mama's home. They know she's home.
They're like, come on, Mama. Get in here and love me.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Shh. Where's my water?
All right, guys. As I have said time and time again, I will continue to fight for these beautiful people and for that beautiful angel. No matter how much they try to say about me, I will not back down. I will not give up, and they won't silence me. And with that being said, you are one of a kind, and never let anyone dim your light. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the morning. Unless something happens and I get more documents tonight.
Right. All right, chat. You have been awesome today. Let me tell you that right up front. You guys have been totally wonderful. Loved every minute of it. And as all you guys know, we've got the social media sites down below in the description box. Come over and join us on one of them. All of them are nothing. That's entirely up to you. None of them. And with all that being said, old Coop's going to say, Coop out.
It's that time again, my friends. Time to part till next we see. Gonna sail on different winds. your heart stays close, my friend.
Distant roads may pull us apart, but our memories never die. Underneath the same bright sky, we'll be together by and by. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Farewell is not forever, just a pause along the road. Our connection we won't sever, it's a bond that can't unfold. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.
Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share
Is a treasure we can't spare.